Hello, everybody. Bonjour. Hello. Hola. Welcome back to the What's the Vibe podcast, where we ponder the question, what's the vibe? Because the vibe is different every time. Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode. It is a solo ship today. And is the ship going to sink? We have no clue. Is the ship going down like the Titanic? Are we hitting an iceberg? We probably are. I do see it up ahead, but we're going to try our best to steer out of the way, okay? I have been so inspired. I watch Brittany Broski every week, the Broski Report. She kills it every time. First of all, the funniest woman on the fucking planet. And she does the Broski Report for an hour every single week by herself, no co-host, no help. So you know what? We're gonna give it a gander. And if it doesn't go well, then maybe this will be the first and last time I'm by myself. We have a lot to talk about today. And before I get into everything, I do want to say that today is April 6th. So, the What's the Vibe podcast actually just premiered on March 31st. And I'm starting to get the initial first reactions, which is super, super exciting for me. People are starting to watch and, give their thoughts, and they're excited for what's to come. I'm excited for what's to come as well. We've got so many fun things. Something that I'm really considering, and maybe I will get some opinions from people, is I'm considering going to audio only. I am just having so much fun and enjoying a lot of the feedback, and I want to put out more content more often. But since everything, quite literally everything, is a solo ship and I'm doing this all myself, it's just very time consuming to edit audio and then video. Video is kind of like the longest part of this. So maybe I'm able to do What's the Vibe weekly if I switch to audio only. And I'll still put out like YouTube videos, except it'll be the logo. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm just tossing out ideas. Tell me what you guys think. Do you actually care if I'm like here speaking to you like on camera? Obviously, if you're listening to Spotify, it has no effect on you, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, so thank you to everybody who tuned into the first episode and the episodes to come. I'm so, so thankful for that. So let me know what you think about that. Before I get into my main topics of today, let's talk, because there's a lot going on in the world right now. First of all, I need to say Beyonce is the queen of the fucking world. Act 2, Cowboy Carter, has just came out, and it is rocking the world. It has taken my world by storm. First of all, I am not a country music lover. It's not my vibe. Of course, I enjoy some things like the classics. I mean, the classics to me, to the gays, are like Casey Musgraves and Carrie Underwood. Like, let's be real. I get down with a Cowboy Casanova. I get down with Before He Cheats, a Golden Hour album moment. I love The House That Built Me, Miranda Lambert. I know a couple songs by them. That's just about it. I don't really venture out that much. It's not my vibe. So I was kind of nervous when I was listening to the Beyonce album, because I was like, oh, I just don't know if I'm going to love it, because it's like I don't really love and vibe with country music. But, of course, as always, fucking Beyonce, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how are you able to just do everything amazing, outstanding, perfect, fantastic, never the same, like original every time? I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you expanding my horizons. Actually, I'm not tired of it. I'm loving it so much. Yes, that album is 27 songs long. And how many of those do I love? 27. Thank you, Beyonce. You're the queen of my life. Nobody is doing it like her. Literally nobody is doing it like Beyonce. And I don't care if you don't like her. You have to. I've seen people say this. I think it was Zach Campbell who said this. You don't have to like Beyonce, but if you don't respect Beyonce and you don't respect her artistry, your pussy stinks. The back of your ears stink. That is what Zach Campbell said, and I will stand by that statement because it's fucking true. If you don't at least respect that this woman has been around for over 20, almost 30 years, okay? Let's be fucking for real. She's been around since the late 90s. And it's just like always still new. Like, she's always able to top herself and do more shit. Like, who is doing it like that, bitch? If you don't respect that, girl, I know you fucking stink. You smell like clams, okay? She just the way that it is so much like beyond just the music. It is so much about culture and about shaping culture. Like nobody does it like you, Beyonce. So thank you for Cowboy Carter. I'm fucking getting my life listening to it. I made my mom listen to some of the songs today, and my mom is not a Beyonce fan at all. And I'm just like, aren't the songs good? She's like, and it like almost hurts her to say, they're decent. I'm like, girl, they're fucking good. Don't even try to lie right now. So thank you, Beyonce, for getting me in my life together. I'm yee-hawing up in this bitch. I literally am listening to Cowboy Carter and In Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande and Tyla's debut album. Those 3 albums right now are like heavy in rotation for me. So I am eating good, bitch. I'm eating good. This year is actually going to be insane for music. I'm not a Swiftie, but I will be paying attention to when Taylor Swift drops her new album next month. We've got Dua Lipa coming. I'm not going to get into this. I might make a whole separate fucking video for that. But there are so many people dropping this year. It's insane. What an exciting year for music. In other news, Greta Gerwig has been arrested for Gerwig. Wait a minute. Not Greta Gerwig. Greta Thunberg has been arrested for protesting against something. I know it's climate change or climate related or something. You know what? How old is she? I think she's 21, but she looks, ever since I've seen her, she's never aged. I feel like she's 12 years old this entire time. So every time I see that she's like in beef or if she's like on the internet talking about X, Y, and Z getting arrested, I'm like, bitch, how is she getting arrested? She's literally 15 years old. And then people tell me she's actually like 21, 22. I don't know. That bitch has been arrested. And you know what? Maybe Greta Gerwig has been arrested too. Girl, after Barbie, you've changed the world. After directing Barbie, if you don't know, Greta Gerwig is the director of Barbie, not the climate activist. Actually, Greta Gerwig is directing the upcoming Chronicles of Narnia movies. Oh my God, I forgot about that. The fact that they're redoing that is kind of insane because those movies were such, oh my God, I just unlocked a memory in my fucking head right now. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Prince Caspian, and Dead Man Tell No Tale. Oh wait, hang on. Prince Caspian, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Was there Prince Caspian Part 2 in the Dark Sea? Bitch, okay, you know what? I'm making things up. Let me just stop. She is doing Narnia, and I am so excited for that. Back to Greta Thunberg. She's been arrested. If you see the video, it is actually so funny. It's just these two, I'm assuming, police officers not even dragging. This woman is 2 feet tall. Like, they are holding her up and literally, like, flying her into a bus that actually looks a lot of fun to be on. I'm sure all like the celebrity convicts are on there, the activists. You know what? Go her. I'm so proud of her because I don't know what she's fighting for, but that woman is fighting. If she is a woman, I'm pretty sure she's a woman, not a girl. Yes, you go, Greta Thunberg. And she's been arrested, and I'm pretty sure this is 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th time being arrested. Girl, props to you. Not Greta Gerwig. She's not been arrested. In other news, I wanted to talk about Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard because what the fuck is this bitch going on? Like, what is going on in this bitch's life? She just announced that her and her husband are separating. If you've been living under Patrick Starr's rock in Bikini Bottom, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is the woman who was severely abused by her mother, like terribly, like I forget what the disease is called, but like when you like make up what diseases you have, and like her mom like just pretended that she had so many diseases and cancer and stuff, all these things. It was just awful. This is a really bad way of like summing up that story. Please look into it if you haven't. I'm sure you have. Everybody knows. And of course, she was released from prison because she killed her mom, or was accomplice to killing her mom. And the press tour after this has been quite literally insane. Like the fact that she's on talk shows, and I just think it's kind of weird. I'm like, I get it. I kind of think she's like innocent a little bit, and like obviously you don't fucking kill anybody, but it's like her mom was actually a terrible human being. Like, why would you ever do that to somebody? Of course, that's going to come back. And I just understand why she did what she did. I'm not saying it's right, but I do understand it. That being said, I don't think you should be going on the Today Show and talking about how your husband's dick is fire. Like, girl, you are known for something so traumatic. Like, let's calm down and maybe like have a sit down talk with Barbara. Actually, Barbara Walters is dead. Or is she? Or she's definitely retired, if that. Sit down with Oprah or somebody. Like, don't fucking go on all these different things and talk. Anyway, she's divorcing her husband, who was there for her, and now she has like a matching tattoo with her ex-boyfriend, and she just got fucking rhinoplasty. I'm like, girl, what is going on? Are we becoming fucking like, what are we doing here? Are we doing the mental illness housewives of Atlanta or something? I don't know. That bitch is crazy, and we need to stop giving her the platform that we are giving her, because we need to let this woman, she, first of all, and I'm sure she's been to therapy, but she clearly needs to go to therapy and do something, because, bitch, what are you doing? Figure it out. Let's not be a TikTok star. Let's not be an internet girly. I think she did deactivate, but then she reactivated. I don't know. It's time. Get off the fucking internet. Chill out. Figure out. Heal. Like, I don't know. I know obviously you're super famous now, but it's time to adjust to that in a healthy way and figure that out instead of like doing all these crazy things. But then again, who am I to fucking say? Like, she's been through a lot. Her brain is not right. And so she's going to be just doing crazy shit no matter what, I guess. Anyways, I also want to talk about Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's little sister. Apparently, allegedly liked Liam Hemsworth's like thirst trap picture. He posted, first of all, that man is so fucking fine, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I've loved him for many, many years. Okay? Since the last song, since the fucking Hunger Games, bitch, Liam Hemsworth, my number is 951. Call me. I'm available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at all times. Literally call me. That man is so fine. And obviously he's bulking up for something. I'm sure he's up for a role in something. And so he posted a gym pic and his muscles ginormous, okay? Mount Everest fucking on his shoulders. And he looks delicious, okay? Him and Miley Cyrus were married. As we know, they are divorced. She can buy her own self flowers. I, on the other hand, cannot. So, Liam, you can buy me flowers if you want. But Noah Cyrus likes this picture. And obviously, Noah Cyrus and Miley and her mom, they're all in some crazy fucking beef right now. And it's like Miley's mom is married to a guy who had a fling with Noah. Like, first of all, how are you going to marry a man that had sex with your daughter? That's actually the most crazy sentence I've ever fucking said. That's insane. Okay. Miley's mom is married to a man who had a fling with Noah. They were just fucking. It was nothing serious, apparently. Allegedly, bitch, I don't know. And now the family's torn apart. Noah Cyrus is on the Billy Ray side, and then Miley is on the mama side. Like, that's what they are, which is fine. Whatever, bitch. It's not my business. But now, because they're beefing, Noah's all liking Liam's picture. I'm like, girl, do not be trying to do this. Do not be poking the fire. If you guys played The Sims, you know when you poke the fire too much, the fucking house will catch on fire and you will die and you will disintegrate. And then the Grim Reaper is going to show up and fucking put your little fucking ashes in an ugly ass tombstone, and then the game is over, bitch. Noah, what are you doing? You're poking the fire. The house is going to catch on fire. Oh, wait, fuck. Their house actually caught on fire. Miley and Liam's. That was no pun intended. I'm so sorry that happened. Bitch, what are you doing? That's fucking crazy. Don't do that. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, I don't have a co-host, so I can't. They're like, oh my God, yeah, Roy, that is so crazy. And I'm just like, yeah, I fucking know. So I guess I'm my own co-host. The little voices in my head are the co-hosts today. In last news, the dollar store. Bitch. They just said they raised their maximum prices to $7 per item. That's like the maximum they'll charge. I'm like, at this point, this is no longer the dollar store. Why don't we just call it, I was about to say Five and Below. We have Five and Below. You know what they need to do is they need to clap the Five and Below store. Bitch, it's time to hang it up. Flat screen, bitch. I can't go into the dollar store anymore for dollar store things. First of all, the last time I went into a dollar store was ages ago, and there's not shit in there. You only really go to the dollar store if you're planning a birthday party and you need everything to be the fucking same color, like the tablecloth and the spoons and the napkins and the fucking everything. That's what the dollar store is for, okay? Other than that, or balloons. I can't tell you what else is in the fucking dollar store. Let's hang it up. Close it down. Either do a collaboration with Five and Below or get the fuck out, okay? In this economy, it's not working anymore. It's time to hang it up. RIP dollar store. You're going to be joining the Blockbuster era, okay? And that's in the graveyard. Okay, that's all my topics for like the what's hot, I guess, today. There are other things, like things that are happening in sports, but as I'm wearing a Lakers shirt, I was about to say I don't give a fuck about sports, and I don't. I just thought the shirt was really cute. It's so funny because sometimes when I wear this shirt, they're like, "You like the Lakers? Like, who's your favorite?" I'm like, who are the Lakers? I mean, I know who the Lakers are, but bitch, I bought this because my favorite color is purple, and it's tie-dyed, and it's cute. I bought this a long time ago, and I'd be sporting it still, okay? So if anyone asks, yes, my favorite team is the Lakers, and I have no idea who's on it. Kobe? No. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I need to talk about the things that are pissing me off. And this is going to be literally the entire episode. So, bitch, if you came here for educational purposes, well, first of all, this is very educational. Second of all, if you're coming here thinking that, you know what, I was about to say that I'm not going to change your life, because I probably am going to change your life if it already hasn't been changed in the information I've already fed to you. Let's get right into this thing. This is what's pissing me off, okay? And I have a lot of things to discuss, so let's get into it. It's time to chat. It's time to talk. Let's get down. If you are expecting a podcast that is serious, it's time to click out, honey. I am here for shits and giggles. Specifically, okay, grammar. I'm here for the shits, okay? I'm here for the shits. I'm going to just fucking talk about the shit that I want to talk about. And the first thing that is on my mind that is pissing me off is that when I announced this podcast, 5 people unfollowed me on Instagram. Why? Bitch, okay, you don't have to watch, but it's like, obviously I'm going to post about it. And honestly, on my main Instagram, it's not like I'm going crazy, okay? On my podcast Instagram, obviously I'm posting. But it's like, are you mad because I'm chasing my fucking dreams? Like, what's going on here? And as somebody like me, who's like a musician and wants to get people to like, oh, listen to my music, watch my content, do fucking something, bitch. It's already hard to get people to stay intrigued and stay followed. It's already hard to get people to listen to a 3-minute song. And it's even harder to get people to listen to an hour and some change fucking podcast audio. So it's like, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to just do the things I want to do, okay? Stop being mad at me. What did I do? You can mute me. You don't have to unfollow me. Fuck, I'm trying so hard to get a following. Just stay here. You can mute me, okay? I give you permission. Because it's like, I've been working so hard for so many years and I don't have a lot of followers. And it's just like, why yet? I mean, I guess like I could be posting every day, but I'm not really that type to be doing that. Like, I'm not going to be posting TikToks every day and all, because that's the thing is like, I get it, like working hard. And if you want it, you'll do it every day and stuff like that. But I'm also like not really the type to just go overboard and infiltrate, like, especially like the people that do support me, like my friends, and then people that I maybe don't know me, but they just like, you know, they like my music. I'm not about to infiltrate their feeds with a bunch of shit. Like, that is already annoying, because when I see people do that, I get annoyed and I want to unfollow. I mean, I'll probably mute, but yeah, I'm not really that type. And I do kind of firmly believe that even though I can always be doing more, like, I do think eventually that my music or my podcast or literally whatever the fuck I'm going to be doing is going to find its audience eventually. You know, it's kind of, I am all about natural growth and all about like letting the art, I guess, like find its way into the world. And I'm not going to literally like overkill on check out my song, please check out my song. Like, bitch, if my followers are going to check out my song, they're going to check out my song. And it's really hard to get something like completely original, like your own original song, to like leave your friends' feeds. Like it's just hard, okay? So, yeah, I'm pissed about people unfollowing me. It's so annoying. Like, bitch, just mute me. It's whatever. You know who else is pissing me off is SZA, bitch. SZA. I get it. People are leaking your albums or your whatevers, but it's time to release the fucking next album, bitch. Lana was announced months ago. Months. And you did a campaign when you were up for the Grammys saying Lana's coming soon, so obviously vote for me at the fucking Grammys. And you won Grammys, rightfully so. You should have won more. You should have got Album of the Year, just fucking saying. Yeah, and where's the fucking album? Where's Lana? Where? You put out 6 fucking album covers, and you're really starting to tick me off because you put out Saturn. It's a cute little bop or whatever, you know, it's cute. I love it. But I want more. You've been telling us Lana's coming, so where is it? Show me the receipts. That's why people are leaking your shit, because you're taking 10 years to fucking put this thing out. And, like, I get it from, like, an artist perspective. It's like, you don't want people to leak your shit, obviously. It's like, if it wasn't intended to come out yet, like, obviously you don't want people to put it out. But, girl, you're the one who told us it was coming and then said, actually, let me just never mention it again for, like, 3 months and see what happens. You are a mainstream girly. We're not going to be forgetting that. Release the damn fucking album or the deluxe, whatever the fuck is going on. You need to release it because, bitch, we're fed up. We're tired. We need more songs to shake our ass and cry, okay? Because, quite frankly, I'm not shaking my ass and crying enough. I am shaking my ass enough, actually, because of Beyonce and Ariana Grande. But I'm not crying enough. Actually, I am crying enough because of Ariana Grande, a little bit. But come on. We want to hear from you. Bitch, we love you. Come on, SZA. Okay. Somebody that needs to be possibly put down is Jojo Siwa. And this is important to me, okay? Jojo Siwa needs to be put away, locked up, put down, wherever. I don't care. She needs to be stopped. Jojo Siwa needs to be stopped. I'm trying not to hit my decks too hard. She needs to be stopped. She, first of all, have you guys seen that video online where she's just like holding a drink in her hand and she's like leaning over like a fucking butch ass lesbian and she's just like, okay, if you would have had a conversation with one person, or I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Very dykey. Love, like, she's really trying to rebrand right now. And she's coming out with a song, or by now she actually just came out with her song Karma. And I really wish I never listened to it. I think what's going on right now, she's trying really hard and it's not elevated, because obviously Jojo Siwa is known to be like a kid's entertainer and she came out with these kid songs. I've never listened to one, so I don't really know what they sound like. Maybe I've heard like a preview or something. I don't know. But, you know, obviously we've always known Jojo Siwa as like the Dance Moms. Yeah, I think that's the show. She was on Dance Moms and she was a child into her teenage years, like as a reality star, and then doing children's content. And now she's rebranding and it's time for her to appeal to an adult audience. But this song Oh my God. It's so awful. And bitch, don't look at me like that. I know some of you fucking gay bitches, and I'm going to say the F slur, okay? Some of you white faggots are saying, oh, I'm kind of moving. Bitch, first of all, if any fucking buddy releases a song with a 1-2 step beat, apparently some of you bitches are moving. Raise your goddamn standards. The song is awful. It's not good. If karma's a bitch, I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around. And bitch, why are you saying effed around? If I thought you're grown, why didn't you just say I would have never fucked around? Like, I thought you're grown. She staged a paparazzi shot of her walking out of a sex shop with a big, gigantic, inflatable penis and her receipt that is like this, like 12 miles long, and a big bag full of stuff. She's trying really hard to rebrand. She did this this god disgusting. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm being a hater, bitch. I'm not a hater. Okay, right now I'm being a hater, but normally I'm not a hater, but I'm hating right now because bitch, what are you doing? It's just like, if you're trying to be grown, then do it. Be grown. Don't be like this fucking weirdo, like child version of what a child thinks a grown up is. You know what? That's exactly what it is. She's still mentally such a child and so immature that she thinks that, like, oh, if I just wear dark makeup and I'm just like, oh, I'm going to go to a sex shop and I'm going to say karma's a bitch and then I'm going to hump. If you guys see the music video to this song, I did for research purposes, of course. She humps. She's humping. She's a rabbit. She's humping this woman. This other girl, she's just humping. Put that dick up, we not humping, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? And she said this interview, and I mean, God bless the interviewer that is on the red carpet for whatever event this was. She's like, no one's ever done this rebrand before, and she's like, no one's made this much of a change of my generation, and I'm the first of my generation to do this. I'm like, you're Jojo Siwa. I mean, like, is something not really like clicking for her? Like, first of all, you need to be a little bit more humble than that. It's like, you're not leading a nation into the fucking World War III. Like, let's be fucking for real. You are a butch lesbian who finally decided to say the word bitch. Like, come on. Let's, what the fuck is this? Okay? She needs to be stopped. She needs to be put down. She needs to be humbled. She needs to do something not like this anymore. Because it's like, if you're going to rebrand, do it in a mature way. She still fucking looks like a child. Even in all her getup and her quote-unquote sexy image, outfits, skimpy, whatever. Like, she was comparing it to, like, Bangers by Miley Cyrus. Like, girl, that was a fucking rebrand. That woman, first of all, made hits. She's not saying karma's a bitch. I should have known better. She's saying, bitch, I came in like a wrecking ball. Okay? She said, this is my party. I can do what I want. And she said, what's the line about Molly? So la da dee da dee, we like to party, dancing with Molly. Bitch, she's doing Molly. She's doing drugs. This is what America, this is what real adults do. We do drugs and we party and we drink, okay? That is what real adults do. If you didn't know, Jojo Siwa, now you need to do a line of cocaine and come back to me, okay? And then we'll talk about a rebrand. Like, girl, you're doing the same thing. You're just saying bitch now. Like, come on. Anyways, Jojo Siwa, you'll never see this because obviously you're relevant and I'm not. So if you do, though, first of all, this episode's going to come out in 2 months. So anyway, you need to stop. It's time to stop. Hang it up, flat screen, bitch. It's time. Just go back into hiding. Go back to the drawing board. This is not working. You can't make a sustainable, respectable music career with songs like I would've never wrapped around. Girl, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Please. Be fucking for real, bitch. Jojo Siwa, you gotta go. There's the door. You gotta go. I have a clonic at 2. You gotta go. Okay, I'm done. Okay. The next thing that's pissing me off is Jojo Siwa. Okay. I think I'm so funny. The next thing that I want to talk about is probably something I shouldn't talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Everybody that I dated is now in a relationship, and I'm pissed off about that. Not that I'm pissed off. It's just like we're going to take a change, okay? This is personal, okay? It's personal business. All of the people that I've dated, whether officially like in a relationship or just dated, are now dating somebody else. And one guy that I was like kind of in love with was he fed into it, okay? He was a straight man. He's now engaged. Love that for me. And during that same week, one of my ex like flings, like one of my situationships, he just told me, he gave me a message. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't say this. You know what? But I'm going to say it. Because actually, this is a great story. He was like, just so you know, like, I'm getting into a relationship. Like, I always treasure, our relationship, blah, 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 blah. And it was so sweet. It made me so happy. Like, him and I never were going to, like, be in a relationship. So it's, like, not one of those things. But it's, like, still, like, just the timing of things was so fucking weird for me because everybody that I dated is now in a relationship or engaged or whatever the fuck they're doing. And I still haven't dated. Like, well, first of all, I haven't had an official relationship since I was 17 years old. And that was in 1912. So now we are in 2025. I'm 1,064 years old and I'm still not in a relationship. And that's fine. But it's like, when is it going to be my turn? Because it's really getting annoying at this fucking point. And I'm just like, I want to have babies tomorrow. How do I do that? When I'm not in a relationship and I need somebody to pay for all the bills. But I think it also like kind of raises this question like within myself of like, because I tend to date like a lot of bi guys or whatever, and they always, not always, but a lot of the times always end up in relationships with girls. And it's like that thing in my head where I'm just like, okay, is it like just never going to work for me because I'm not a girl? And then it's like, what was it in me that like wasn't enough, because it's like this guy and I had like we had a really cool like relationship. Like our intimate moments were awesome. We went on dates. Like we agreed, like we both were like not in a space to date each other. And I just remember we went on a date one time. And if you're listening to this, the guy, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say your name, but it's actually going to be funny now that you're going to see like my mindset when we went on this date. We went to go see a movie, Avatar 2, The Age of Water, The Way of Water. And we both took an edible because I was like, duh, that's the fucking perfect movie to take an edible for. It's underwater, duh. And so we're taking an edible. We're cuddled up in the movie theater. We're watching the damn movie. The edible kicks in. I'm like, this movie is fucking incredible. I'm like, wow, the underwater. And so I'm like, this is great. We're like, snuggled up and it's a movie. We're both high as fuck or we're getting high as fuck. And then, bitch, at the peak of the edible, things go down. And downhill. I'm tumbling. I'm rolling. You know that hill in the Teletubbies where they fucking like to roll down, bitch? I'm rolling down that hill in my mind, but I'm not showing it. Thank God, because bitch, I got a good ass poker face. And I'm freaking out in my head. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, am I going to date this guy? I'm like, is he going to be my boyfriend? Because at this point, we had went on a few dates and I felt like we were like, we were talking every day and I don't know, like it just was like progressing and I was freaking the fuck out. I was just like, I don't think this is right. Like my life is going to change. Like things are going to be so different. And like, I just was flipping out and I I don't know. I just had this moment. I'm like, okay, well then, bitch, you're not ready. Like, if you are thinking about this, obviously I'm fucking high as shit. Like, it could have been just like me being high. Um, so it was just like me saying to myself, bitch, you're not ready for this. Like, even though it's been a million years, like, you clearly just haven't. I just really, really overthink things. And, it was great. It was fine. Like, I like try to talk myself out of it and just like focus on the movie. And the next day I woke up, I was just like, okay, like you were overthinking it. But then it just like still lingered. So that's when I just like kind of knew. I was just like, okay, if it's still in my head, even though I'm not high anymore, like obviously something's just not all the way there. Like you're just not ready. And so I just was thinking about ways to like go about this. Like I kind of was just going to let it play out a little bit and see what even happened. Cuz the thing is like things were going so well. So it's like why even like sabotage that? Like cuz it can grow, and you could just get used to the feeling of, the unknown or like starting a relationship is scary. So I was just like, maybe you can just be fine. But then he texts me saying like, I'm not really ready for a relationship. And I almost like wonder, like, did the same thing happen to him? Like, was he like freaking the fuck out? Like, while I was freaking the fuck out? Because, bitch, I was freaking the fuck out. Sweat is dripping down my face. Like, literally, I'm in the movie underwater with them because I'm so fucking wet. Not in a good way. And that was just like the biggest thing for me that I was like, okay, that was a sign. We definitely were not meant to date. And I was okay with that. Like, cool, chill. Then he tells me now he's in a relationship, and I'm like, maybe I'm not chill. No, I am chill. It's fine. Like, there's no reason. Like, it never was going to work out like that. But at the same time, like, this is not the first time that's happened. So it's just like now I'm in this like repeated cycle of like, what is wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong besides taking an edible and freaking out about every little thing that everybody does? And it just is like one of those things. It's like, I guess like the right person just hasn't come along. And bitch, is he here? Where is he? Is he New Zealand? Like, do I have to fly somebody? Because I literally went to Europe last summer and I didn't find anybody. And I thought maybe that was going to be it. And now I'm still thinking, like, I think it's a wrap for me. I'm too old to not have any really dating experience. I've dated in high school, and that was fucking it. I mean, I've dated, but I haven't been in a relationship. So it's just kind of like, when is it my turn? And I actually came to the conclusion that the universe is waiting for me to meet Jacob Elordi. Now, hear me out. Jacob Elordi might be bi. He might be. And there's substantial evidence that he might be. Not that he is, but that he might. And it's probably the universe just waiting for me to get this podcast going and me to be rich and famous, and then I'm going to somehow end up in the same room, or I'm going to be casted in a movie that I'm writing right now. And it's a love story, and I want Jacob Elordi to play my love interest. And then he's going to realize he's actually in love with me, and then we're going to date in real life, and that's how that's going to go. Obviously, that is me being delusional, but also this could happen. I'm just saying. And maybe that's what the universe is waiting for. And I literally have to tell myself this, because if I keep thinking about what the fuck is wrong with me and why all my fucking ex-flings and relationships are all in relationships and getting engaged and all this shit, I'm just gonna fucking fly off the rocker, okay? You're gonna need to check me in. I am going to cut for Bieber, okay? My wrists are gonna be cut and they're gonna say Bieber. I am suffering. I don't know what's going on, and I need to fucking figure it out. On the topic of men, because I hate them, I'm tired of men treating me like shit and dust. If we've hooked up and it was great, especially on to your end, like I was great to you, why are you not giving me the time of day? Because you don't fucking like me. But why aren't you giving me the time of fucking day? I swallowed okay, Mom, don't listen to this. I swallowed a school bus of children. You can't ask me how my day's going? You can't? And when I say, how's your day going? You just want to leave me on red? And then a different, first of all, these are straight-ish men. Let's, quotes on the ish, bitch. Who fucking knows? Their logic, right? This other guy who's literally, I need therapy, who blocks me every time that we're not talking. Like, it's not like we're ongoing and talking or anything like that. And then he will unblock me to message me to hit me up. What? What's going on? Why are you running? Sir, why are you running? Why are you blocking me on Instagram and then unblocking me to fucking tell me that you want your coochie sucked? Huh? That makes no sense. Straight men always do this. And you know what? If you grew up gay, queer, if you will, y'all know these straight men be fucking weirdos. They will unadd you on Snap and then re-add you and then unadd you. And it's like, but you know what pisses me off? Is why am I giving them the time of day still, bitch? Why? Dear Heavenly Father, can you fucking cure my mental illness? Because who does that? What person who, with self-respect, and I have some self-love, but apparently not enough, because why am I still giving them a time of day? Bitch, I don't fucking know, but that pisses me off. I need to get it together. You know what? Somebody in this world is waiting for me, and I don't know who it is, and I don't know how much money they make, but hopefully it's at least $50. And I will be happy one day. Bitch, I'm manifesting it right now. And you know what? Now that I'm like saying this out loud too, like, ooh, skirt, serious moment. Now that I'm saying this out loud, it's kind of like, I have to really hold myself accountable, bitch. Like, I do have a lot of self-love, but obviously I'm not perfect. Like, there are things that I definitely need to work on. And that's like a huge one for me, is like my relationship to men is just so incredibly complicated, toxic, stupid, crazy, if you will. And I need to just learn how to resist that type of like relationship. It's so unhealthy. Like, I need to stop giving men the time of day that just want me for one thing. That's such a lustful thing. And it's like, that's just not what I'm looking for. But because I don't have love, it's just like, what else is there? Like, obviously I need attention in some way, when honestly I don't. Like, no one needs that. Like, ugh, bitch, fuck this. I give up. I'm moving to my next topic too. Coachella, bitch. This lineup is, first of all, I know a lot of people hate it, but it's actually the lineup of my dreams. Like, there are so many people that I love. I have a ticket, by the way. I do. But that's the problem. Only I have this ticket. I don't have any friends going. They decided they don't want to go. My brothers were thinking about going, and no, I don't think they're going. So what do I do? I'm trying to sell it. It's not working very well. I still have like 2 weeks from today. But what the fuck do I do? Okay, but do I go by myself? I don't want to go by myself. By the time this episode comes out, the fucking jury will already come to an agreement of what the fuck we're going to do. But Doja Cat, Lana Del Rey, Victoria Monet, Chloe, Sabrina Carpenter, so many people that I really fucking love. But one thing that I have been telling people is, if No Doubt ever did a reunion, I'm there. And I specifically, and I should not have fucking said this because the universe apparently listens to me. I said sometime like last year or the year before, I said, if No Doubt did a reunion for Coachella, that would be the only thing to get me to go back, because I went back in 2019 for Ariana Grande. And I said I would only go back to Coachella if No Doubt made a reunion. And what did they do? Bitch, they did a reunion. And they're doing it at fucking Coachella. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys couldn't have waited? till I had more down friends or more money. I don't fucking know. So it's like, do I go because it's like literally the fucking lineup of my dreams, and it's like I have to go because I missed out. First of all, I've been wanting to see Lana Del Rey for over 10 years, and I'm not exaggerating that. I've been wanting to see Lana Del Rey for over 10 years. And now I have this ticket to go see her. But not only her, but Doja Cat, whose tour I missed out on because I really wanted to go, and I missed out. And there's Doja Cat right there. Me, I have that ticket. I missed out on Victoria Monet, who I really wanted to see on tour. She's going to be there. Tyla was supposed to be there, but she fucking pulled out. Chloe, I did see in concert last year, and I would love to see her again. I've seen Sabrina Carpenter in concert before. I'd love to see her again. I think there are actually Ice Spice is gonna be there, bitch. Everyone's gonna be fucking be there. Everyone that I love, so many people that I love, like, ugh. But the knife that hurts is No Doubt, because it's like, when is that opportunity going to come? Because you don't know if they're doing a reunion and like, oh, there's going to be a new album and another tour. Like, you never fucking know. Because Gwen Stefani doesn't know what she's doing half the time, bitch. She's doing country music, and then she's doing Christmas music, and then she starts releasing songs for a new album, and then the album's not actually coming because the songs don't do well. So now it's like, okay, let's go back to No Doubt. So are you doing a reunion or not? Do I go? I don't know. I guess whatever I decide to do, I'll talk about it on the podcast. The next thing I want to talk about for my school girlies is, don't you guys hate when a professor makes something due in the middle of the day? I'm not going to go too on about this. I get it. Like, you want to hold your kids accountable, but I have a professor that has things due at 5 p.m. in the middle of the fucking day. Girl, I got work. I got things to do. I'm a last minute girly. I'm sorry, but I'm going to always do things last minute. And I guess that, okay, maybe I'm stupid, okay? I guess that does encourage people to not do it last minute. But bitch, I want to do it last minute. That's when I work best. And I like, why is it due in the middle of the day? Okay, that's a stupid topic. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. Oh my God. Okay, so this note, that sounded like a Santa laugh. I'm sorry. This note that I have here is trusting the chocolate finger. I need to give you the lore. The other day, probably 2 weeks ago, I had something brown on my finger. And it really makes me mad that I trusted completely. I trusted that what was on my finger was something edible. And I didn't even sniff it first. I just fucking put it in my mouth and sucked it off. Okay? I gave my finger the neck. The Glock 3000, if you will. It was chocolate. Thank God. But bitch, it couldn't have not been. You never fucking know. I have a cat. I have 2 dogs. I wasn't eating chocolate at that time. I mean, obviously I clearly was earlier. But like, bitch, I don't know that. Why did I trust myself enough to just lick and give my fucking finger the nastiest blowjob? Why did I do that? That's something that really pisses me off. And you know what? If somebody was here right now, they'd be laughing and saying, ha ha ha, you're so fucking funny. Because I am, bitch. Okay? It is funny. Anyway, I have a few more topics. Honestly, go me. It's almost been an hour. God, time flies when you're having fun, aren't it? Okay. Something that I need to talk about is TikTok, bitch. Why aren't my videos taking off? Because some of my videos are so funny, honestly, or they're just cute and sexy. Why aren't they taking off? What are you bitches doing that I'm not? I also do think, and like, this is not super serious of a topic, but like slightly, I do think that like my appearance actually has a lot to do with why I haven't really like taken off in some aspects, because people look at me and it's just like, oh, this is a feminine guy, and they are for some people that's just an automatic, okay, swipe through, right? Let's be real. Okay, let's have this conversation. You see a gay feminine guy on your feed, the girls are going to go, yay, what is he doing? Let me subscribe. But a lot of people, okay, are just going to swipe past because they're just not interested based on who I am. I really think that is a huge factor, and not to like make an excuse. And I'm like, I could very well just be unentertaining and stupid and, ugly, but I'm not. So what is it? And I really think that that's the thing. And like, I put in work sometimes to make content. I'm doing a fucking podcast. I'm creating music. I'm going into debt for making music. I'm making TikToks here and there, like doing fucking lip syncs and shit that I don't want to always do. Like, I want to do what I want to do, but I'm just doing these things because I feel like it'll get me a like or two. And like, it is fun. It is. And I'm not doing it. No one's holding a gun against my head and saying, make a TikTok to this fucking sound. Bitch, no one's doing that. I'm willingly doing that because it is fun. But it's like, it sucks because it's like, it's never really my turn for these kind of things. But at the same time, I do so believe in like trusting the universe in the process. It's like, when my time to blow up or pop off comes, it'll come. Like, I do think that me going through these things of like feeling insecure about the way I look or feeling insecure about how I present to other people, I think that I do have to work through those things. And then when I do, maybe things will line up. And I just like, I don't know. It's kind of just like so discouraging sometimes because especially when I make TikToks about like my music, and I'll get like 100 something likes sometimes, but it's like that 100 likes isn't gonna get my money back for how much money I put into these songs. And it's just frustrating because it's just like, what else do I have to fucking do? I mean, obviously I just have to keep making more content and hope that something pops off, but I just like want it to be, I don't want to have to put a million hashtags to get 50 likes. I don't want to have to use the most popular audios to get likes. I want, in a perfect world, my own original ideas to pop off. It's, who fucking cares, right? Bitch, boo-hoo. But that's just something that's pissing me off. What does this say? I fucking wrote this down. Twitter. The Twitter. This is a real topic, okay? The Twitter, and I'm not calling it X. The Twitter reply section, the comment section, if you will, of Twitter, there needs to be a bill passed in the U.S. in every single country to ban the Twitter comment section from looking the way it does. And I know that there's people that comment this too. When you see a funny video on Twitter, the worst thing that happens is when you click on that video is a million fucking pictures and videos of unrelated content of just people posting, so that it's like creating this world of an endless scroll. So you're just still scrolling. But it doesn't work for Twitter, bitch, because we're already scrolling on the main timeline. And we click on the fucking video that we're watching so that we can interact with the people that are saying stuff about the video. Why is there 100,000 fucking videos of unrelated stuff, people trying to garner likes and shit? They're just really trying to like create like TikTok on Twitter. It's just so fucking annoying. And everybody who posts videos on there needs to be reprimanded. We need to go to their address. We need to find out who they are. We need to put them in shackles. And then we need to put them in the loony bin. We need to go to the Weenie Hut Juniors and fucking lock them up, bitch. Who the fuck does that? Reply. Like, bitch, it's so annoying. I just want to talk about the things I want to talk about. I think we're almost on the last subject because it's going to be rather long. Maybe I'll try to save you a couple minutes. Maybe, bitch. And some of you, I know this is very hit or miss. We need to talk about Marvel. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay? The films of Marvel. Some of you Marvel girlies, this is for you. This is a real conversation we need to have because the downfall of Marvel is insane. We were going through a time where Marvel could release whatever fucking movie. Even A female-led movie, yes. I'm talking about Captain Marvel, girl, which I loved. And we need more of. We need more female-led movies. But even times where, like, they were putting out things, like, with females as the protagonist, they were still making $1 billion in the box office. We were getting to a point where no matter what Marvel was putting out, was making $1 billion. And now we're in a time where they're kind of worried if they're going to make their money back. Look at about Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania. I feel like it barely made enough. It just, and the Marvels. First of all, I liked that movie. I thought it was fun, but same thing. We're being oversaturated now with all of these fucking projects. We've got a million TV shows, and we've got short films, and now we have movies that are all, you have to watch all of them to know the overall arc. And like, that is cool, but also we need to not have 600 movies to watch. We were having like 4 films, maybe 4 Marvel films a year. And of course now, like, there's never really going to be a moment like Endgame and Infinity War ever again. And that's so sad. Like, I remember going to the movie theater the day Infinity War came out and the day that Endgame came out, and it was packed to the brim. Every seat was filled, okay? And people are cheering and screaming for their favorite characters and, like, loving everything about it. It was so epic and so amazing and done so incredibly well. And it smashed, obviously, in the box office because they're some of the highest grossing films of all time. And I feel like the only, like, movie we had after that was similar was No Way Home, Spider-Man, with obviously the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. And that was honestly a fucking moment. Like, that was pretty close to Endgame. And after that, it just never hit the same because it's like, obviously, we don't have Iron Man anymore. We don't have Black Widow anymore. We don't have Captain America anymore. Like, those are 3 people that were in the OG, like, Avengers, and now they're not there. And we don't really have any strong people holding it down anymore. Like, we have the Hulk, but he's not getting his own goddamn movie. We know that. And honestly, he wouldn't be strong enough to hold the series anyway. We've got Thor, but his last movie, Love and Thunder, bitch, that was garbage. Like, fucking put it in a fire. That shit was so bad. And it had so much potential. And that's the thing that sucks is like, now we're getting so oversaturated that the storylines, the script, the special effects, especially, girl, are really suffering. Like, they are just churning things out to churn them out because they see the characters as a profitable thing, and they can be, but the story needs to be just as noteworthy as the character, and like the arc needs to make sense. And like, you can't just throw people in for like the shock value. Like, throwing in the female Thor, Natalie Portman, is a big fucking deal, and that could have made an epic movie, but unfortunately it was a fucking comedy movie, really, that wasn't that funny. And there weren't many like fight scenes. There wasn't a lot of action, which is arguably the driving force of superhero movies. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't correct me because I'm not wrong. It just sucks. Like, we live in this, like, we used to have like a fucking Marvel renaissance, and it was just like, now it's just like, and like, even though I stand by the fucking Multiverse of Madness film, the Doctor Strange film, I stand by that movie, bitch. First of all, Scarlet Witch can do no wrong, which I'm going to get to in a second. Scarlet Witch is my favorite. She's been favorite of mine since the Age of Ultron, and don't even try me. They get rid of somebody who's like finally universally loved after Endgame. Like, we have Doctor Strange is cool. A lot of people love him, but he's not strong enough to hold the Marvel series. Right. Scarlet Witch, really on the high rise. Like, her TV show was so popular. Everyone loved it. It was universally loved. And it was just like, now she's gone, ? Just the way that they dealt with the Scarlet Witch is just like, so like, she was so epic in that movie. Like, I do love that. Like, but that's just because I love everything. Every time a woman blinks, I'm like, yes, I'll give you my life. But it's like, you could have that film could have just been handled so differently. I think everyone was expecting a team up, and then she ends up being the villain, which is epic. Like, she could have played an epic big time villain, but the plan for her was to be an Avengers fucking villain, because really she's a big ass threat. Miss Girl's got power. She can fucking end the world if she really fucking wanted to. And that really would have taken an entire team of powerful people to stop her. And that would have been an iconic fucking Avengers film. But because Sam Raimi, the guy who directed Multiverse of Madness, he was like, I don't want them to use the best villain that'll ever happen. I'm going to use her in my film because she's in my film. Well, bitch, she wasn't intended to be that in your film. So you ruined her fucking story arc. She's still killed in that movie. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I still love that movie, regardless of how it actually played out in the long scheme of the big storyline. It just sucks. Like, they're getting rid of all the good characters. Ant-Man and the Wasp, girl, be fucking for real. They're not strong enough to hold that damn series. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. And we have the new Captain America, which I really hope he does well. I love him as an actor. I do love his character. I think, like, it is, like, a natural good way to take on Captain America. I'm not complaining about that at all, but I still just don't think that is going to be strong enough to uphold the Marvel universe, because let's have another real conversation for a second. Like, a lot of Marvel fans are like alpha male, like guys who don't want to see women, who don't want to see people of color. Like, they're not going to go to the movie theaters for all these people. They're going to go to the movie theater to see Iron Man and the fucking Thor and Captain America, because they're these like super awesome beefed out white men that are epic. Yes, and they are epic, but there's so many other storylines to tell. Granted, they're not really telling them that great right now, but people aren't going to always show up for that, which sucks. So it's like, what are we actually doing here, right? Where is Marvel actually going? And it's like the fucking craziness of Sony Marvel, because we just had Madam Web. Girl, let's talk about Madam Web for a second. Like, that was, first of all, I loved that movie, but for the reason that it was purely so entertaining and it was absolutely ridiculous and stupid. Like, they had so much potential with Madam Web. Like, I feel like Sydney Sweeney said on SNL, you have Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney in a superhero film. Like, that is every fucking man's wet dream. So why did you guys fumble the bag so fucking hard? The girls, and kind of a spoiler alert, sorry, I don't give a shit, you should have already saw it. The girls are in their spider suits, quote unquote, once in the middle of the fucking movie, because there's like a futuristic moment where the guy's like looking into the future and sees that these spider women kill her. First of all, that scene is so fucking cool and epic. We see them use their powers, and then we don't see them again until the very, very, very last scene, where Madam Web looks into the future and sees, we're going to make a spider team eventually. And then they're like, okay, but maybe in a sequel. Well, girl, you fucking fucked it up so hard that you're not going to get a sequel, and now you just really fumbled that bag. If you really would have like made a fun story where they all, like, the movie is about them forming a team, and then they get in their spider suits, and then they fight all these, girl, you would have made so much, so much more money. Why did they do my girl Dakota Johnson like that? Why did they do my girl Sydney Sweeney like that? Also, side note, we are in a Sydney Sweeney renaissance. And yes, I'm going to use the word renaissance at least once a day. Thank you, Beyonce. Everything always comes back to Beyonce. Even talking about Marvel, bitch. Anyway, Sydney Sweeney, killing it right now. Anyone but you, I haven't seen it, but it did great. Good for her. Madam Web, not great. But I think it actually did pretty decent. It made $100 million off an $80 million budget. So possibly a 10 to 20 million, what's it called? Profit? Yeah, possibly. Not a total, meaning like it's not the worst loss ever. And then she's got Immaculate, which I think made its budget a little bit more than its budget now, which she produced. Good for her. Good for her, bitch. I'm happy for her. What was I talking about? Marvel. Bitch, Fucking Marvel. Yeah, so it just sucks. And it's like we have She-Hulk, which was everyone hated. I didn't mind it. It was okay, whatever. We had Miss Marvel, cute, whatever. We had Moon Knight. I think everyone loved Moon Knight. People loved Hawkeye. I don't give a fuck about Hawkeye, but I thought the show was fine. The Winter Soldier and the Falcon or whatever, that show was for me. And of course, WandaVision, best in the fucking business. That one was the best one. And then now we have Echo, bitch. I really do love that they're trying to be like inclusive and like have all these different characters that like get their own moment, but bitch, no one cares about fucking Echo. I don't give a fuck about this bitch. She was in, what was she in? Hawkeye. So instead of like going into, I don't know, maybe the main other character of that show, which was Kate, I almost said Blanchett. Kate, I don't know, Kate, the other Arrow grip bitch. Okay. Instead of going into the other main character and giving her her own show, you give the kind of antagonist her own show just because she's deaf. Like, go her. Love that. But, like, the thing is, the character is just not... no one cares about it enough. And that's, like... And they're trying to, like, make it relevant by putting Daredevil in it. And it's like, girl, it's not working. Nothing's working. And I'm so sad about it. Marvel, you need to put me in your fucking office. Let me tell you... I would have made Madam Web a fucking hit. I would have made you the money, okay? I know just what to do. I do have a writing degree. Obviously, I am the best. Duh. We need to go back to the drawing board. We need to cut. Like, how are they going to do this Secret Wars? Because, like, if you're going to do Secret Wars, for those who don't know, the Marvel comics, like, the Secret Wars series, and sorry if you don't give a fuck about Marvel and this whole section, these last like 15 minutes you don't give a shit about, but whatever. The Secret Wars is basically when all of every version of every superhero, so like every Captain America from every universe comes to Battle Island and they battle it out to be in the ultimate one timeline. And that's where we're headed for right now, right? Because we're in the multiverse saga. And they're all going to battle it out, whatever. If you want to make that movie epic, bitch, you need to bring everybody in. And I just don't see that happening. You need Robert Downey Jr. You need Chris Evans. But you also need Chris Evans as fucking the Human Torch. Because how fucking iconic would that be? Because he was in the original Fantastic Four. Or the early 2000s Fantastic Four. That would be crazy. You need Jessica Alba. You do need Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, even though she's not even the best Mystique. Get the other Mystique that was also there, and they fucking battle it out. Kill Jennifer Lawrence in 2 seconds. She hated that role. So, but, like, that cameo would just be, so good. Yeah. You even need fucking Sansa, bitch. Sansa. What's her name? Sophie Turner. She played the Dark Phoenix. Nobody saw that movie except for me. But you still need her, because that would be cool. I am excited for Deadpool. I promise I'm wrapping this up, you guys. I am excited for the next Deadpool and Wolverine, but they're doing that same thing. They're just relying on nostalgia because, bitch, Hugh Jackman was retired from Wolverine. And then they realized that Marvel is in a sticky situation. So let me just call him back, offer him millions of dollars, and say, you need to save us. They're putting Jennifer Garner as Elektra in this movie, which... is iconic. That is such a golden move. Props to you guys for doing that. Like, crazy. I don't know. I'm really excited to see how the Deadpool movie pans out. I do think it will save the Marvel Universe a little bit, but it's just like, where are we going from there? Where are we going? As Dora would say, where are we going? Bum, bum, bum. To the fucking gutter, bitch. That's where we're going. Bitch, with all the men that I've dated, they're all in the fucking gutter too. Gutter is the men that I dated, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jojo, Siwa, and the 5 people that unfollow me on TikTok. They're all going to be in the gutter, bitch. And you know what I'm going to do? Nuke. Thank you, Brittany Broski. Bomb them, bitch. I'm going to bomb them. I'm going to flush out the gutter with my fucking piss and shit because I hate them. And I'm going to bomb them. And then I'm going to have Invisible Woman put a force field over them so that I can throw more bombs in there, and then they're just going to go pow, 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 pow. And they're going to die. Limbs flying everywhere. Leg, another leg. Bus, club, another club. No sleep. Jojo Siwa's head. It's going to go crazy. This is what needs to happen, okay? You guys, this is not a podcast episode. This is actually just me voicing my inner thoughts that are kind of absurd and stupid, and I hope you really enjoyed it because I had to get these off my chest. If you are watching and you've been tuning in every week, thank you so fucking much. It's just like, it means so much to me. This is such a stupid podcast, but it's so fun. It's just fun to just talk about shit that I just want to get off my chest, and the room is getting darker. Ooh. Yeah, thank you so much for talking with me. I really just want to do this podcast as like let's chill and hang out together for an hour and some change, and then maybe I'm helping you on your way to school, or if you have a long drive to LA. Bitch, I don't know. I just love to talk, and obviously I talk too fucking much. But thank you so much for listening to this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Normally I'd finish that rap at the end, but girl, there's nobody here to finish that rap with me. So I love you guys so much. Thank you. Please subscribe if you're on YouTube, and like and comment if you're about that kind of shit. If you're on Spotify, can you rate me 5 stars or whatever? And tell your friends that I'm a podcaster now and that I'm fucking Oprah Winfrey up in this bitch, because I am. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to my shenanigans. I hope that you stick around, because maybe one day will be every week, but every other Sunday. Yeah. What's the vibe? Because the vibe is different every time. Thank you.